Want to talk about some creatine? Let's get into it. Also, I'm going to be unboxing. Look at all this. Look at all this awesomeness. I'm going to be unboxing all the supplements I've got in over the last, honestly, probably 2 weeks, as well as some gear, some tech equipment that helps me in my coaching capacity. We're just going to be unboxing a bunch of stuff. So join in for the fun. Stay tuned for all of it. I'm not only going to be covering, again, the unboxing, but the things that I have tried, as well as from this live stream, getting some suggestions from you guys on what you want to see next. What are some products you want me to be not only unboxing, reviewing, testing out, or even speaking to get some education around and being able to inform y'all with hopefully somewhat of an informed opinion. Speaking of which, I also wanted to get the LOF bands. Great news. We just got all of the bands in. Our stock is going to be replenished in the next month. I got 50 more units to my actual house, which we're going to be going to an event for next week in New York. So I want to make sure I got those in here. And then I have 50 more going to our actual Amazon warehouse to replenish the inventory we have here on Amazon. So if you guys want in on that, you might be asking me, what's in there, Mike? What you got in these bands? And you're not necessarily clicking on the product here on Amazon. Well, check it. We've got our handles that clip onto each one of our bands so that you can transform it from just only pull-ups and pull-up assists into pretty much any other movement you can think of. We also got our door stopper. This slides into a door or anything you want to use to block it. Then the bands, boom, they're going to slide in right through here. And you've got your anchor point. And we've not only got our long loop bands, but we also have our short loop bands. We got varying degrees, levels of resistance. Basically goes over 400 pounds when you put this entire package together. And it's extremely travel friendly. This entire thing is 12 by 12. So you should be able to fit it anywhere. The only thing is I'm literally going to be traveling with 25 of these units up to New York. So I'm going to pack an entire suitcase full of it with me for an event we're going to. If you guys are in the Long Island area or in the Hamptons or in the Tri-State area, you want to come check it out, check my social media. I've got all the info on our post for the Southampton's Influence event, Investigate. But yeah, the bands, this is probably, when I talk to people about getting a home gym setup or making an investment, this is one of the biggest things I recommend. So we're going to be getting into that. I'm going to be honestly doing a bunch of B-roll and product reviews over here on the side table. So I wanted to literally hang out with you guys while I'm doing the unboxing so I could troubleshoot questions as they're coming in. But you're not actually going to see a whole bunch of these products. It's kind of like a mystery. I thought it'd be fun for you guys to hear me talking about it. But if you actually want to see it, you're going to hop on over to our Amazon account to see the products being published and the full videos done. We're also going to be having them come up on a new YouTube channel that I have called LOF Reviews or LOF Finds on Amazon. Let me actually pull it up for y'all so you can get I just made it the other week. So it's a brand new channel. So all the support's going to be extremely helpful and just greatly appreciated. But we also have our Lifestyle of Fitness _ LOF channel. That's where I've been putting all of our YouTube product reviews and our Amazon stuff, but we're going to have a whole entire new channel just for Amazon finds and deals. So you can link it all over. And yeah, with that being said, the first thing I'm probably going to end up talking about is our creatine monohydrate supplements. I've had 4 different companies send me their gummies. So I wanted to chat about those. And again, if you guys are watching anywhere, just have comments, let me know. If you're watching live, let me know. I love hearing it. Or if you're watching a replay of this later, let me know as well. Go on over to our Amazon. I'll have the shoppable videos posted in the next 24 to 48 hours. And if you're watching live on Amazon, let me know if you have questions on the products that are in the carousel. I have 7 products in there. We've got our Jocko Mulk that I'm going to talk about. I've got the LOF bands. I got the LOF books up there. But first, let's get it all set up over here. And I'm going to even see if my plan is to actually use my phone as my camera here, because believe it or not, it shoots some of the best quality in 4K anyway. Here we go. There we go. And looks like we're good to go. Yes. Yes, y'all. So I'm also going to, let's see if I can position us a little differently over here too. So you guys aren't staring at my side the whole time. We're going to get this right up here. Nice. Nice. So you can kind of see, again, I got my setup going right over here. Let's get our Amazon pulled up so I can see the accounts, questions, all that funsies. Checking the live stream. Let's check. Audio's good. Nice. Nice. I'll see if we got questions. And yeah, I'm excited. We got Prime Day is going to be coming up before y'all know it. It's in July. I don't have the exact date yet, but I have a feeling it's going to be in the first 2 weeks, right after the 4th of July. But we'll see. We'll see, y'all. Don't quote me on that. But it should be a good time. And it's a great time to not only enjoy content, but get a bunch of great deals. So I'm going to clear this off here a little bit. We'll start with one product at a time. We're going to start with some creatine comparison. I got all the fluids, coffee, tea, protein shakes. Whoop, 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 whoop. Also got my, what's up, Premier Protein? Got my water bottle going, get all the hydration. Man, so much stuff, y'all. So many products. Okay, let's clear this off. Oh, man, we also got, I'm going to be doing another video on this Stream Deck that's all related to controlling my kind of home office, the cameras, the lighting. That's going to be a fun one to dig into. We'll get that going soon enough. Put this down here. Oh my goodness. It feels good to be back, y'all. It took like a decent bit of time off just because of baby Hope and tagging in with things at home with Carrie. We're kind of getting things situated. And I don't have the girls for the next like 24. Oh, what's up with this? This is going to be a good one too. Oh yeah, this is a neck cooler. I totally need this right now, actually. So I'm going to probably do this one first. I know I said creatine, but that's probably what we're going to start with because I'm actually kind of hot up in this office. So I want to get a little cool first. See if I can take all this stuff down without spilling it. Oh, I'm knocking everything over. Oh, look at those skills. Look at those skills. I got those skills that pay the bills, baby. All right, so we got creatine. Creatine on creatine on creatine. We're not only comparing creatine gummies, but creatine versus the powder. That's going to be a big like talking point I want to speak to. Like, why should you get the gummies? Why should you get the power? Pros, cons. Also, where's my dude wipes? I need some dude wipes. So if you guys know about dude wipes, they're amazing for the bathroom, but I actually have, shout out to dude wipes for hooking me up. I have some extra, so I kind of use them to just like literally just clean off my desk, just to keep things kind of clean and organized here. So let's actually get those. Got them right here. Bam. I'm going to wipe this puppy down. See how that's looking. Yeah. Nice. All right, let's get our creatine powders. All right, let's get into the funsies. Okay, here we go. Oh my God. Oh my God. Don't knock everything over now. Not all of it. Okay. And again, whatever questions you guys got, just let me know in the chat. Gladly speak to what I can. All right, so before I can even make this video, we got to clean up this surface. Look at that. That's a mess. So busting out my dude wipes here. Now, yes, dude wipes are traditionally meant for the bathroom and meant for what you're going to the bathroom with. But I just happen to have an extra pack here, so I like to use them on my desk to just clean it up, make it nice and fresh. It just smells good, too. But dude wipes, can't recommend them enough, especially if you're going to be utilizing these creatine supplies and products. If you don't know, creatine will increase your water retention to a degree, which can also increase some of your bowel movement activity, and that's where the dude wipes will come into play. So let's jump into our creatine breakdown. We're going to break down our powder compared to our gummies, and I've been fortunate enough to have a variety of brands send me their gummies, so we've been able to cross compare, whether it's our KDT QMA, the worst name ever, by the way, but I genuinely like their gummies. The Echo Wise, these I house. I don't know if you can tell, they're obviously empty. From a flavor perspective, I go with the mango. It's my hands down. Anyone that knows me knows mango is where it's at. Raspberries were good too. The kids definitely like that, but we also got in from NutraVita, their creatine gummies, no sugar added. I haven't tasted these from a flavor profile yet. I just wanted to cross compare what might be beneficial as far as powder versus gummies. And then ultimately when it comes to the gummies, which one you're going to go with. So from a powder, for the pure just absorption and effective in quality, I'm going powder. Now for this particular powder, I have the Thorn brand. They are not a sponsor. This is one I just spent my own money on. They work with the UFC, so they have to be able to actually pass testing. So that's how you know it's quality ingredients. And again, one serving is 5 grams of creatine. That's your standard approach. This is where it's at. If you have to pick and you're just purely going for effect, I go with powder whenever possible. But on the flip side to that, to cross compare gummies, if for whatever reason you don't like taking a powder or it's hard for you to get it down and you just want to get in the habit of it and you don't have the habit, sometimes having the gummies are effective because it just tastes good and it's easier to do. The Echo Wise was the first gummies I ever got. I like the taste. I like the brand. The only thing is these are 5 grams versus the KD2T QMA are 5.6 grams. So I like a little bit more whenever possible because I'm doing heavy loading right now. I'm going for like 15 to 25 grams. And then we also got the NutraVita creatine. These are, I believe, these are only, yeah, it's 5, just 5 even. I thought it said 3 for a second. That's just the carbs. Again, no sugar added. 3 gummies. So I also like to look at when I'm breaking down gummies, how many gummies do I have to eat per serving? These are 2. That's why it's also my kind of like hands down pick. These I believe are 5. Let's check the zoom on that. No, 4 gummies. I lied. The Echo Wise was 4 gummies. The NutraVita is 3 gummies for pretty much about 5 grams. So that's why for me, hands down winner. KDT QMA just for that reason. Now from a brand quality perspective, I go Echo Wise from the digging I've done. I've not done anything bad on all these other ones, but just my preference is the Echo Wise from even their other supplements and quality. NutraVita, I'm looking forward to trying out next when I actually run out of my creatine gummies from this brand. So that's our kind of full creatine breakdown. If you have to pick, I go with powder, but if you want to get in the habit and powder is a little bit of a challenge, the gummies are where it's at. From these is my go-to on the mangoes. NutraVita is going to be up next, so stay tuned for that. And voila, y'all. Oh, what's going on, everybody? So what's up? Got my 85-year-old father-in-law hooked on dude wipes. He was using Lysol on his hands. What? Dorothy, that's crazy. Something comes in mango, get the mango, right? 100%. Dorothy, it's good to see you. Yeah, dude wipes are where it's at, right? And then, oh, snap, what's going on? Yeah, Pride America. What's going on, dude? It's good to see you. How's everything going? I'm good. How about you? How's life these days? How's just being awesome and jacked? 100% mangoes. 100% mango flavor. All right, let's see. What do we want to do next? All right, so we got our creatine. I'm going to slowly start like shifting things over and breaking down. Oh, I didn't get the... What brand is this? I forgot I had a whole nother brand send me creatine, so we're going to have to make another video. We're going to have to make a whole nother video, yo. Got to include it all. It's like Pokemon. You got to catch them all, you know? So let's see if I can bring this down a little bit. There we go. Yeah, so the lighting is going to kill me on this. Let's see if I don't. Yeah. The lighting is not what I want. Let's see. I just realized the lighting is not going to be ideal. So, here we go. We're going to hit this other one. Doing fantastic, brother. I got selected as the gym member of the month today. Comes with a VIP parking spot. Nice. A t-shirt and 3 months gym member. Dude, if anyone's earned that, it's been 100% you. So congrats and kudos on that. You 100% earned that, bad boy. I see you putting that work in. Okay. Let's see if that's not 100% on the lighting. Let's see here. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to swap our tripod out. It's the one benefit to having like multiple tripods. Oh, I forgot. This is the wonky one. Okay. Here we go. All right. I could just actually take this. We'll just leave it. We'll just leave it, y'all. So yeah, PA, you mess around with your creatine these days too? How's your creatine intake? Oh, I forgot. I also want to get into this. Shoe shine. Go get your shine box. Tell me if you know what movie that's from. Let's see if I can get you. All right, I'm totally going to have to. There we go. Pull this out because the lighting is messing with me. All right. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. And then we'll just collapse this. Here we go. I haven't taken creatine in a long time, but steroids, I'm all over the place. Yeah, dude. But no, creatine is just like another additional supplemental support. Right? Am I right? All right. Speaking of which, let's get our lights on here. We'll go. There we go. There we go. Let's see if this lighting piece is good. Here we go. Et voila. Okay. So you're thinking about taking creatine, huh? And you're looking at the gummies versus the powder. So I wanted to break down what I'm looking at when I compare this from a gummy perspective to a powder perspective. Now, again, Thorne is a brand that hasn't sponsored me. This was actually gifted to me from the gummy side. So just being transparent, Novomins. The thing I like to look at too is from an absorption rate. Powder is going to be king from my experience and what I've seen. But if you're having a hard time building that habit, gummies can be the move. Now, when I look at gummies and I'm assessing them, I like to look at how many gummies do I have to take and how much is in the serving. So we got 2 gummies and we're getting 5 grams of creatine, which is pretty awesome. What I've seen is anywhere from 2 to 5 gummies will be a serving. So the less gummies, the better from my experience. And because it's 2 gummies, you got a 45-day supply or 45 servings in this container. So that's a pretty sweet move. Now, from a flavor and a taste perspective, I haven't had these yet. I've had mango. I've had raspberry. This looks like it's a pineapple combo flavor. Let's actually, and I haven't seen them like look like actually like gummy bears. So let's pop this open. Of course, I got to use my teeth here. Just digging right into it. That's another piece. How easy or hard is it to open? But you want to make sure your supplements are secure, right? You don't want anyone tampering with your stuff. So I love seeing it sealed, seeing it wrapped. This is all a positive thing. Now it's, oh, the smell. That's an interesting smell. It's for sure pineapple. Let's go 2 gummies here and see the taste. Oh, wow. That's actually really good. I'm not going to lie. This pineapple might be my favorite I've had so far. So I want to cross compare. We've got NutraVita. I also haven't opened these yet, so I'm going to try these. The Echo Wise, I've literally eaten the entire container. Those were awesome. Thoroughly enjoyed those. And then this brand, the KDT QMA, get a better branding, creatine. My favorite was the mango flavor, but now I got to try the watermelon flavor from NutraVita to see how their consistency. And the question's coming in, how many milligrams are you taking right now? Normally I do 5,000 milligrams or 5 grams. But lately I've been going up to between 15 and 25 grams, which is 1,500 to 2,500 milligrams. So this is 3 gummies is going to be 5 grams. Let's throw it down the hatch. Oh, man. This actually, from a texture, flavor's on point with the watermelon. I don't even love watermelon, but the texture, this one, the texture on the NutraVitas, hands down my favorite. I thought this one, the Novomins, was going to be my pick of all of these, but after tasting this for the texture, I'm going to go Nutravita. And the only drawback to this, it's 3 gummies versus this is 2 gummies versus 2 gummies. Okay, so you got to keep that in mind as well. But overall, I got a new winner. I'm actually quite shocked. Let me see if I have any other brands. I believe this is all the same brand. Yeah, this is the Nutravita. This is blueberry pineapple. What? And raspberry flavor. Dude, I'm just loading up on creatine. Now I just got to open these up. Let's just see. I'm going to just like jab it with a screwdriver just because I want to try them. I'm going to try one here. This is our blueberry pineapple. Oh, so this is like not as soft. It's got like a little powdery outside. But yeah, man. All right, I'm changing up on it. I'm going Nutravita as my like hands down pick of all of these options. Now let's just try their raspberry flavor. Watermelon's still my favorite. But let's see what the raspberry is going to hold for us. Just going to do one because I'm going crazy on creatine right now. You know what? I'll still say watermelon's my favorite, which I'm surprised because normally I love mango. I love pineapple. I love like all those kind of like citrusy fruits as well. But going watermelon Nutravita is my hands down pick now. But bam, we got that winner. So let's see. I'm 5 pounds heavier on creatine. Yeah, dude, there's definitely a water retention component to it for sure. I'm doing it less for that and more for the cognitive. I was watching a video by Mike Isertal, a great YouTube channel, really informed, and just watching some other people making content that are in the health and wellness space that actually I trust when they're doing research or citing research and citing data and interpreting said data. And based on what they were referencing, seeing there can be some benefits if you're sleep deprived or low on sleep, which having a new baby can do that to you. Using it for that purpose beyond just the actual like workout phase of it as well. But that's just my kind of 2 cents on the variable. All right, let's take a little sip and we'll dive into our next one. So again, if you guys are watching this, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, wherever you are, I'm shooting products for Amazon that I haven't even put in the carousel yet. These are products that I'm going to be releasing on our storefront. So if you guys want to see the actual products I'm talking about, you're going to have to go to the Amazon storefront, make sure you're following. And in the next like 24 to 48 hours, I'm going to be releasing these videos so you can actually see them and get a hold of them. So stay tuned. I thought it'd be fun to just kind of hang out while I'm filming with you guys, get some content out there, catch up a little bit, troubleshoot, answer questions like so you're kind of putting out there. How many milligrams am I taking of the creatine and just whatever you guys want to throw out there question-wise, I'm happy to entertain. So next thing we're going to do is a little cooling. So I'm filming in my office right now. It's hot. That's why I want to purposely unbox this while I'm doing even a live stream because I want to cool it down a little bit. So let's just see how legit and fast acting this can be right when you unbox it. So super simple to open. Let's break it down. This just looks kind of fun just to put on. Already it's just cold from the material, but let's read our directions here. Method 1, open the closure and pour an appropriate amount of water. Tighten close, then you cool it down. Method 2, unscrew the closure and add cold or ice water. So we can either put water in or we can make it ice water. Let's see what's here. Is this a carrying bag? So really it's like, I feel like it's one and the same as far as the method. And then this is just like nice little towel for maybe your workout if you're sweating, whatevs. But I thought this was actually going to be like a cooling device on its own, like a machine, but it's really, you're just going to unscrew, put your water or ice water in, help keep yourself cold, which I don't have any ice cold water readily available, but already I can just tell from the material, it's meant to help keep you cool. So this is like quite a simple, not reinventing the wheel here, just cooling pack for you're going to sporting events. Maybe you're working out and you find yourself overheating, you want to cool it down. This would even be cool to like give to my fighters in between rounds or sparring or at the fight to help cool them down. We basically do the same with an ice pack. This is quite interesting. So I'm going to make some more maybe B-roll and testing it out. But overall, my first impression is this is an interesting, solid product that is easy to set up, not a high barrier of entry, and hopefully will be quite durable. I'm going to put that to the test in the summer ahead here. So we'll come back with that one. But if that's helpful, add it to the cart. If you want to keep more or see more, keep swiping. Yeah, I'm curious to test that one out. That one's going to be interesting. All right, now let's get a little bit more organized here. How I'm going to throw out all the stuff from opening and unboxing. I just realized I'm going to need a place to throw stuff out. So we've got our mesh trash can. Which, check this out, though. Dude, I have like 100 duckies in here. I just took it away from the kids because having 100 duckies in the bath is just too many duckies. It is possible to have too many duckies, and then the kids just go crazy and never clean it and just makes a giant mess. So now they just don't get any duckies because it's just easier that way. You know what I'm saying? Not me and Jelly Bean. All right, let's throw this stuff out. Get our mesh trash right here. Now let's get into the next piece. So that was kind of like a fun one. I'm probably going to just keep this on because the material itself, I think, is cooling. And if you guys, again, have questions, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the chat if you're watching on Amazon. But let's go into our next one, which is going to be, this has less to do with health in the direct sense. This is the original shoe cleaner. I'll dive into why I think these types of things are valuable for a hot second before I make my video. When it comes to taking care of your stuff, there's an act of love to it that just reflects your own love you have for your mind, your body, your soul, your spirit, whatever you want to call it. So, and if you like invest money in shoes and you like them, you take care of them, I like to keep them clean. Just like we got a new car, I'm investing in accessories for that car to keep it clean, to take the time to wash it, and to take good care of it. Same thing for shoes, same thing for my body. And we're going to get into that with like lotions, sunscreen, different types of skin products. All of that is to me in the umbrella of health because it's how you show up and how you treat that is going to impact in not only the mental, but the physical as well. All right. So, as I knock everything down, trying to do a cool little video here, y'all, but let's redo that one. Try to make it like, you ever have a video where you thud it down, but I just knocked everything over, so it didn't work. Ooh, the original shoe cleaner since 1985. Almost as old as, or I'm almost as old as this. So I've got some shoes that have definitely gotten beat up from not only running in the mud and all that stuff, but I also have some shoes I just really care about. So I wanted to get a shoe cleaner to take care of them, especially from brands I'm getting sponsored by. I want to show them. So let's look at the directions here. Then we'll unbox it. Then we'll kind of decide, is this going to be accessible and easy? And then I'm going to do some more video on actually me showing you guys the before and after of my shoes. So thoroughly wet scrub brush, then apply a small amount of Pink Miracle 2 brush, scrub shoes, then wipe clean with a towel. Or if you got dude wipes, you can use those in the mix as well. Even though it's not really what they're meant for, but could be fun. So let's see what we got in here. Just again, this is really to give you guys an unboxing of what to expect here. But to me, being able to take care of your stuff falls into a reflection of your health and wellness and just your overall quality of life. So it's pretty simple. We got our brush. We've got our actual Pink Miracle liquid, and we're just going to kind of pop it on, brush it out. Let's see if it has a container up top. It does. So you don't have to worry about it leaking, flying all over the place. It's going to stay nice and clean. Bam. I like the branding, your Pink Miracle brush. Get it clean. And voila, that's it. So you can keep it back in here. It's a resealable. So if you don't want the stuff flying all over the place and it wants to stay together, I can keep it in here. But I've been waiting on this to come in for a while because I was requesting it from a sponsor or from an agency that works with this brand. And I was wanting it as a sponsorship just because I really wanted to make a video. So I was excited. Shout out to the Pink Miracle shoe cleaner to be able to hook it up. And I'm going to be able to make some more videos on some of the sponsored stuff that I got as far as shoes, workout shoes, like going out, casual, business, keeping them clean, keeping them fresh, especially where I'm at right now in the Carolinas. It can get muddy when it's weathered up. So this will be clutch. If that's helpful, add to the cart if you want to see more. Keep on swiping. And yeah, y'all, take care of your stuff. This is something I'm like speaking to myself on here. It's ironic. If anyone that knows me, if you've been to like my house, been in my car, been anywhere around me, you know, like, I'm not always a perfect representation of this, but this is a constant act that I work on, is just showing love and care for the things that are around me, not just the people, but the items, the objects, to have that like clean space and well taken care of reflection, because I'm working on taking better care of my body and my mind. It's so easy from my experience to just like beat my body up, especially as a fighter and as someone that just like constantly gets after it in life and in business. It can be easy to just grind. But, you know, you will be a reflection of that. And all the stuff around me is a reflection of that. So my Kia Sorento, for example, is a perfect reflection of that. Like paint's chipping off and things like that. I've just beat this thing up, man. And I love it because it's lasted. I don't have a car payment on it. It's just awesome. It gets the job done. And it's probably going to be crapping out on me soon enough, but it holds it together. And then we have our new Kia, the Telluride, and we're just really focused on taking really good care of it, investing in like nice mats, all weather, to be able to capture the mud, being able to have car seats, especially for our covers, car seat covers, because for the kids especially, yeah, they're just going to jack it up. And I'm going to spill coffee over it all over the place. So with that being said, cheers on that. All right, let's see what else we got. I got so many more things. Oh, yeah. Let's talk about with technology. Oh, yeah. Let's go into these blue light glasses. So to me, part of a quality of life, especially as someone that creates content, that does coaching calls, that's online all the time in front of screens, being able to have these blue light glasses are something I'm excited to put to the test. And curious on the legitimacy of these is probably the question you have. Let's see. There you go. So being able to just shield the eyes from the blue light, being able to help, especially in the evening time when I'm doing calls either later, like I have some calls after this. It's going to be in the early evening, you know, kind of time around 4 to 6:30. This is going to be helpful for that. And it's also, I get to look cool with glasses on now without having to have any prescription or eye issues. But being able to have that support, there's a variety of ways you can approach protecting your eyes when you're using a lot of screen time and different devices. But having the glasses is for sure one that I'm going to leverage. And I just think aesthetically, they're kind of cool. They're a little bit big on my face. They feel a little bit blocky, but I'm like, man, I actually kind of feel like I can aesthetically rock these. Let's see if I can get a little video for you guys to see. See what I'm saying? I feel like I can rock them. So with that being said, you got your box. What is this? You got a little light. Okay. Interesting that it even comes with a blue light. I guess the irony to that. Your wipes. And then a nice little card. To see and to be seen. Anti-Blu-ray, anti-radiation, high def. What's up? And there you go. If that's helpful, add to the cart. If you want to see more, this awesome glass setup, keep on swiping. I might keep those on the rest of the time. Bro, I just had a not at fault accident and my van just got back from the body shop. It looks brand new again. Dude, how good does that feel? Isn't that such a great feeling when you got things and it's like, it feels like a new car? I really like, I appreciate that about Carrie, my fiance, of like inviting that. Not that, you know, people in my past haven't invited that into my life, but like she's really helped drive that home and support in that, like not only keeping the house looking great, but in the how I take care of my items in my office space. Like she gives me freedom to be like, hey, dude, you can do whatever you want, but try this, see how it feels. So I'm actually going to keep these on though. Also realize I have to set a timer because at 5:30 in another hour and a half, I got to jump on my last coaching call of the day and then take care of some administrative stuff. So let's make sure I'm not going to miss anything. And who knows, you might need a little blue light. I wonder why do they give the blue light with this? That doesn't 100% make sense to me, but all right, let's jump into our next thing. Oh, you know what? Let me just at least tear. This is the one thing I found a pro move when you're unboxing things on camera is at least like somewhat tear it open so it's easier to unbox. You know what I'm saying? And here's another, this is, again, I go back to a healthy lifestyle, like having your ability to express yourself and having outlets becomes really powerful. For me, it's always been martial arts, which is still an art form, but for a variety of reasons, I haven't gotten to martial arts training as consistently as I have in the past. And whether it's Muay Thai, whether it's Jiu-Jitsu, the cool thing about Muay Thai, you can do it anywhere. You can just I shadow box. So I do that pretty much every week, no matter what. But it's not the same as going to a class, sparring, hitting pads, hitting the bag. Or in Jiu-Jitsu, I could like do solo drills and things like that. It's not the same as rolling with people. And that's one form of artistic expression. Another form is obviously true art. So I like seeing this kind of stuff, be able to do it with the kids. Oh. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I need my other tripod. Oh, I bet you I have my other tripod in the bag. I do. So we're just gonna have to do this. I'm gonna have to not be able to move my leg. No, that's not really a sustainable option. We're gonna be real. So you're wondering, is this set going to be a good fit for me? Our 20 acrylic paint markers. Figured I'll do a little unboxing here, help you answer that question, and also just explain how I like to incorporate this in my own lifestyle as a health coach and why I think it makes sense for relations to health. First things first, let's check these out. Ooh, okay. Dang, is this like a two-sided? So we got our fine tip, and then do we have like a fat tip on the other end? Or is this just, yeah, we do. Okay. So you got your round fat tip on this end. You got our fine tip on the opposite end. So you got your 5 millimeter and 1 millimeter. I didn't realize this was the double-ended. So yeah, it says dual tip right on, but I didn't read it. You get your shake on. Quick start guide. Let's see what's got to say. While pointing up, shake well with cap on for about 30 seconds. Push. Press the tip to and fro a few times to get the ink. All right. So now we're going to have to I'm going to just get it. Oh, geez. Look at that. I threw it so violently hard, I knocked my tripod and I popped the cap off. But let's get a piece of paper here. And let's actually put this marker to the test. Why is this not holding? There we go. Okay, so we got our marker. Let's get our paper here. Just some beat up note paper. To and fro, to and fro. I did not shake it for 30 seconds, but as you can see, there's a reason why they probably say that. You got to get a legit 30 seconds of shaking in here. Wow. All right, so pro tip, when you guys are doing this, you legit want to shake this thing for 30 seconds. And it's just saying to kind of like give it some push, help get it going. So hopefully that's helpful, y'all. When you actually get this, it's not going to be ready to go right away. You got to get a good shake here for that acrylic paint to get the job done. Obviously got our vibrant colors. I didn't realize this is going to be a little bit more work than I thought. Let's see if let's just do it on this. Let's get a good shake on here, y'all. Get that shake on. Get your exercise. And again, the cool thing about painting and different types of artistic expression, not only does it create a self-care outlet, but it engages different parts of your brain. And those parts of your brain can help with mood regulation, with even emotional regulation, with executive function. This is like ADHD type stuff here as I'm doing more like, there we go. Look at that. Now we've got it. So yeah, you need to literally shake it for a good 30 seconds. See, now it's slowly kind of working its way down here. Even though I should have the cap on, but let's use the opposite 1 millimeter end. Boom, LOF, what? So there you go, y'all. Check it out. If that's helpful, add to the cart. If you want to see more, keep on swiping. I'll make some more content, especially with the kids. And I've got some more Chalkola products I'm going to be unboxing with you guys. See you in the next one. I got to figure out this tripod. Paint pens are fun AF, but yeah, shake 4 or 5 at a time, and it takes forever. Oh, dang, yeah. That's a pro tip. Shake multiple at a time to be able to, speed up the process. Yeah, I got to figure out what I'm going to do with this tripod situation, because just so you guys kind of, understand, I have a traditional tripod, right? But I broke one of the legs. It still technically works, but it doesn't just hold in place. So it's just annoying if I tap it the wrong way. All of a sudden, and no bueno. All right, let's go into our next acrylic set. Ooh, so now we've got our acrylic paint set, 24 colors. Let's unbox it. We got 22 millimeter tubes. And this is how you get your Bob Ross on, okay? So we got the brushes. You pretty much got everything you need. We got our nice little, paint tray. Usually these have a little, yeah, exactly. That's what I was looking for. See that right there? That's exactly what I was looking for. Easy to open. You throw your paint right in there. and then you can just kind of mix and go. Now, oh, we even have the canvas. This is going to be fun for the kids. Let's unbox all of this. As I use my teeth here, just like ripping right into it. Again, this is like a fun activity, not only if you have kids, or maybe having an event or something like that, or you're babysitting, but for your own like health and mental health, creative expression. These things are super cool and effective. Any kind of artistic expression can do a lot of really interesting things for mood regulation, for our mental health, for our just quality of life. The only thing is we're going to need for this is to be able to like rinse, wash, repeat. Got all of our different brushes. So you have your different kind of fine tips, more broader strokes, kind of breaks down your fan. And then we've got, oh yeah, the kids are going to lose it with this. The only thing we want to see back here, right? Look at all those colors. The opacity. That's interesting how they use that. Now, this is the one thing, obviously, you're going to not want to not let your kids eat this, or not that you're going to want to let them eat any kind of paint, especially this. Not going to be one that's going to be like a non-toxic kind of friendly option. So you're going to want to monitor your kids with it and be able to still have fun though. But boom. So you don't have to like unseal. Once they're open, they're good to go. You throw it right in here. You get our paint on, and that's pretty much it. So it'll usually say on the container too, just pro tip from a parent, or from a parent to my other parents out there that might be unfamiliar with this, or anyone that's dealing with kids, like, when in doubt, if the box or container doesn't say kid friendly, it's not. Just assume that, even if that's not the case. It's always been a good move for me, and it will serve in keeping everyone cool, healthy, safe, and voila. So another option for your creative outlets, a nice little painting set that's acrylic from Chalkola. They've actually sent me quite a few different items, and each one has been well done, well packaged, all of that. So I definitely look forward to seeing this anytime I get it in the mail from them. They're quality stuff. If that's helpful, add it to the cart for another painting activity. If you want to see more, keep on swiping. I've got like a few more of the Chalkola stuff, all just that. Oh man. Let's see here. But yeah, I wonder for you guys that are watching live, do you just paint sometimes just for your own mental health to just like feel better? I had this story for a long time that I'm not an artist and that I'm not very creative. So I avoided coloring, painting, things like that. But then, and I'm still by no means am I like a great artist in the sense of the traditional sense. But the cool thing is you don't have to be to enjoy it, to get benefit from it, especially depending on the intention. Like mine is more about the mental health benefits and the cognitive benefits. You don't have to be any kind of good artist to get those benefits from it, which is pretty awesome, if you're asking me. Okay, we got another Chalkola. Let's see if we have any other Chalkola here. I don't. I think this is the last one, and this is going to be the reversible nib. What? 6 millimeter reversible nib. What are we talking about? Oh, there's another shaker. All right, we got another Chalkola set in. We got 10 chalk markers. So you're going to want to have a pair of scissors or something ready to open this puppy up. Just pro tip. Voila. And I've done a couple of different products now from Chalkola, and just overall they seem to be really good quality. Well packaged, well done, but check the quick start guide for this type of stuff. I feel like it does make sense just to make sure you're using it right. And this is just super fun, especially if you have kids, or for yourself, you want to just have some artistic expression. Now, I really shouldn't be doing that. Really, when you have this stuff, you want to keep the cap on and shake it. And someone was just kind of mentioning before, the pro tip is to shake them all at once, or to shake like a couple in your hand at the same time. So I'm going to put all of these back, and we're just going to shake this whole thing. See that? We'll just... It really says, I think, what, 30 seconds? Yes. Shake for 30 seconds. I'm not doing that. Let's just see, like, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's see how we do. Oh, wow. Okay, there we go. I was not expecting that much to come out. I was pressing it kind of hard. Yeah, there we go. Chalk marker. So this is not what I was expecting. When it said chalk markers, I was expecting it to be chalk. Then I opened it. I'm like, okay, so it's more like an acrylic. It's neither. It's like a liquid chalk, as if chalk was like liquid. And that's super cool. This is something I haven't seen before. Again, it's water-based ink, avoid heat, suitable for children above 3 years of age. Notice, I said this in another video. If it doesn't say kid-friendly or anything like that, just be mindful of that. Now, it doesn't mean you're going to want them just straight up licking it and all of those things, but it's not going to be like something you have to be drastically concerned, but still watch your kids. 6mm reversible nib. This is going to be cool. Let's check some artwork out with this, and I'll come back with my kids, but just notice how this shows up. This is actually really quite interesting. If that's helpful, add to the cart. If you want to see more, keep on swiping. So that's like super cool. It's interesting, though, why this one has it and the other ones don't. I guess just the material they're using, or maybe I missed it on the other boxes. I should just circle back. I kind of want to go back now and see if this acrylic marker has it. I just missed it. Warning, small parts not suitable for children under 3 years. Okay, so yeah. Avoid heat, suitable for children 3 years and above. Here we go. So we're going to do a correction. Oh, man, I just put it in the freaking thing. Oh, let's see. Yeah. All right, so really quickly, I wanted to highlight this. I already made a video on our 20 acrylic paint markers that I was talking about when there's not really any kind of warning or signs on it. You want to be mindful of for your kids. But right here, warning, choking hazard for kids under 3, so not suitable for children under 3, but for 3 and older, this is going to be a great option for painting. Now, it doesn't mean this stuff is thing that they should be licking. It still can be potentially a mindful thing to watch, not something they want to consume. So look, warning, avoid heat, suitable for children 3 years and above. But it doesn't say toxic. So I'm not saying that they should be eating this, but I'm always mindful of, like, if it doesn't say like kid friendly or like consumable, not that you should be eating your inks or your markers and stuff like that, I do not let them put it anywhere near their mouth. Because, you know, listen, parents, you know, even when you're at past 3, sometimes your kids are going to want to explore the world with your mouth. Just be mindful of that. But overall, check it. This is just super cool. And again, give it a good shake. I've been playing with some of the other ones. This is the actual acrylic paint marker. This one I did not shake for 30 seconds. You want to shake it for at least a legit 5, 4, 3, 2. Yeah, it still isn't ready yet. Got to give it a couple splooshies. There we go. Now it's dipped. Here we go. Now notice that's something that this is still like kind of wet. You don't want to mess with that. But yeah, once you get it shake, you give it a couple of dabs. It'll be ready to rock. This is the 20 set of the acrylic paint markers. So this is super cool. I'm excited to play with all the Chalkola stuff. We've got the markers and more to come. All right, so now let's just do like a final recap of this. So I also have the paint set. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so we got our Chalkola set. I got the 10-pack of chalk markers. This one was super cool. I was surprised. I've never seen anything like this before. It's like basically like liquid chalk. Same principle is going to apply for all this stuff. You're just going to have to shake it like 5 to 30 seconds, and then you're good to go. I actually used it on this little notebook just to demonstrate to you guys what it looks like. The orange is the chalk marker. I don't even know what color it is. It's like a purple, kind of brown. That is going to be our acrylic set right here. And so is this lighter purple. But the difference is, notice, I used this right here, those splotches are when I first shook it and dabbed it. And then once I wrote with it, it kind of comes off a little bit differently. So just be mindful of like when you use it, definitely get your little like splash on first. So you can kind of see here. You shake it up. Again, you're going to want to shake this for legit like 5 to 15 seconds. I'm just kind of demonstrating. This is our 1 millimeter end. Once it's shaken, look at that. It actually was like pretty quick. See that? And then once you actually kind of get it out and it's evened, it's pretty nice to write with. Let's try the opposite side. Yeah, that one's going to take longer for it to go. See? Once it kind of gets going and it gets, oh, I got to like really push it down there. Super funsies. So yeah, it's just fun for your kids. You're doing some different artistic stuff. Even if you're doing a yard sale, lemonade sale, this could be like helpful for getting the signs. And then lastly, we've got the full acrylic paint set, 24 colors. Has everything you need from your Bob Ross setup as far as your tray for your paint to the actual brushes to the paint itself. Again, the one thing I like to point out with all this stuff is, where's my warning at? Avoid heat. Keep out of reach of children under, let's just focus it right there. Avoid heat, keep out of reach of children under 3 years of age. So again, 3 and up, they can use it. But the thing I'm always mindful of is the toxicity levels if it's going in your mouth. Now, because it says 3 and up, you're going to be all right. It's not like they can touch it with their hands, but you're definitely not wanting this to go in their mouths. That's just the pro tip. Unless it says specifically from my experience on the box, container, whatever, can be edible, which not going to be commonplace. And hopefully they're not eating their paints and markers, but you guys know. If you're parents, you know. Right? Pro tip out there, any of the parents, don't put it in your mouth, huh? You know. But I just like to throw it out there anyway. So how's everybody doing? Give me some requests or some questions. We got one more like kind of acrylic paint set. Then I got some more just fun things from different supplements to fitness products to just random things that are just part of a lifestyle. All right, let's pop this puppy up. Whoop. Here we go. We got the ink pen acrylic gel pen set in 24 colors. Paper, rock, glass, timber, ceramic, canvas, wood, plastic, ceramic, and more. So this is like super versatile. I've got some paper over here, so we're going to like put that to the test. See, we don't have to really worry about shaking it. I've been testing on this a couple other sets from a couple other brands, and they're all really different for different reasons. But the biggest thing to me is, do you have to shake it to be able to use it? The cool thing about this ink pen set, even though it's gel, or acrylic, it's an acrylic gel, so you don't have to shake it to get it going and blot it and all that stuff. You can literally just start writing and it's ready to go. And you got your 24 pack. These other ones you'll see here on the paper, like I had to blot, as you can tell right here, to be able to get it to go, which isn't the end of the world, but shaking and blotting and all that just adds more time and delays the fun of the artistic expression. So let's pop these back in and get to some creative outlets and expression. And that's a big thing that I come back to when I'm making content on my channels is, how does it relate to a healthy lifestyle? And to me, being able to just have some self-care, artistic expression, being able to explore different parts of your creativity can relate back to health, as well as mental health, expression, mood regulation, being able to explore different parts of our consciousness. It's just a really interesting piece of it. So if that's helpful, add to the cart. If you want to see more, keep on swiping. And make sure you're following too to see more. Right, y'all? Make sure you're following. If you're not already, please give a follow. Please share it too, or just throw in some questions. I always love hearing from you guys. Now, I got to be honest, this neck cooling thing, it's at the point where like I'm getting sweaty and now it's getting warm and it's no longer cooling me. It's actually heating me up. But that's because I didn't put any ice water in here. So next time I'm going to have to put some ice water in and be able to set myself up for success here. All right, let's see what else we got. Let's see. Yep. Digestible enzymes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I forgot about this time. I totally want to like see if I can get a pair of scissors and cut this open right now. Let's see. Do I have anything sharp or a pair of scissors I can cut this bad boy with? You know what? We're going to save that. I'm going to save these for another time because... Well, let's see if... Yeah, there we go. You know what? We're going to just run it. All right, I wanted to show you guys, before this goes on your actual bike tires, what you can expect and just the preparation process. This is pretty much how it's coming packaged. Got your nylon anti-puncture foldable 60 TPI bicycle tires. I've never gotten tires this way. I've always gotten them with the actual inner lining as well as this like outer portion. So this is a first for me. And honestly, I'm not spending that much time on bikes. I have a client though that I work with that is biking multiple times a week that gets after it. So I'm really excited to share this with him. And I'm curious to get his thoughts when he like puts this to the test. But I wanted to just kind of like make a video showing you guys, ooh, we got the Defender nylon belt foldable. So yeah, just being able to, I guess, easy to travel with. I wonder what's the benefit of getting it like this versus with the actual inner lining. I would imagine if you already have the inner lining that you want, this is just you want to replace it. So it's just that much more durable if whether you're going off-roading or you're riding a particular path that you don't want it to be punctured. These are going to just be able to beef things up. So for the bike enthusiasts out there, or even the novice like me that are getting into it, can be a variable to consider to just make sure you're not getting a flat tire, because not a fun experience. Even when I was a kid and I had to deal with this more, don't really want to deal with nails going through the tire or getting flats and all that fun stuff. So if that's helpful, add to the cart. If you want to see more, like you going on the bike, on the tire, and maybe some riding and some B-roll on that, keep on swiping. Yeah, I'm excited to give this to my clients, like let them be able to test that out and see how does it work for them? How does it show up? And what do they care about when they're looking at this kind of stuff? Let's see. Oh, what else we got? Ooh, this is going to be a good one. We got self-care set. This is like a huge one that I was talking about before, whether with, you know, the Blu-rays or cooling or whatever, taking care of ourselves, taking care of our skin, how we take care of it, like cleaning shoes, whatever. All of those things become really impactful over the long haul. Like even an interesting one, this is like kind of embarrassing to admit, but I really took for granted like putting lotion on my skin. Like I've done it before, but I would only do it in the wintertime. But nowadays I do it pretty much on a daily basis from a self-care perspective. And the person that actually invited that into my life indirectly was Deuce Carter. Shout out to Deuce. And he just like was inviting, he takes his time when he gets out of the shower, when he gets starting his day, like taking care of his body. And that's a huge, for me, expression of how we do anything, and being able to have the value of, hey, if you take care of yourself, you take a moment to pause, put some lotion on your skin, hydrate your cells, hydrate your skin, get your mind right. It's going to impact you differently, not only in that day, but continuously making it a habit. Just like, you know, you brush your teeth, you do all those things, take care of your skin. I feel like men, this is just my experience of us, we don't do that as much. So it was really helpful to be able to do that. And that's why I'm excited to see, like, I get more of these like self-care packages in and be able to like, it always bums me out though when they send me like shampoo and conditioner, because if you can't tell, obviously I don't need that. But getting the lotions, getting the scrubs, getting the body wash, all that stuff, pretty clutch. Let's see. Daily skincare trio. Step one, daily face wash. Like I use that. Herbal spray toner. Definitely going to use that. And then face moisturizer. Also something I can use. Oh, what up, Nick? What's going on, man? How you doing? How's that dad life? 2 times now, right? You had a, I want to say you had a daughter. Congratulations. Or maybe you didn't and it was a boy and I'm making it up, but I know you have your son, but I feel like you just had a daughter. And oh, what's up, Virginia? Hola, ¿cómo estás? All right, so I'm gonna think, well, just in case you guys are joining me, what I'm doing right now is I'm making videos on Amazon for a bunch of products I got in, whether it's supplements, whether it's like painting stuff, whether it's actual fitness gear, whether it's these like blue light glasses, different things related to a healthy lifestyle and how it can impact our healthy life. And is it worth the investment? Muy bien. Oh, great. That's awesome. I'm good. Yeah, we have a daughter. I have her right now. Oh, that's awesome. Well, hello to her and congratulations, brother. I'm excited to see that for you, man. How you doing? How's just life these days in general? With that being said, also one of the things I talked about was creatine and creatine gummies versus powders. I'm curious, Nick, are you like using and leveraging creatine right now? And what about you, Virginia? Are you taken any creatine or anything like that. To me, it's one of those things that's actually like in my top 5 of supplements. Like protein, a good protein is in the top 5 for me. A D3K2 supplements in the top 5. A multivitamin or a greens product is in my top 5. And then a omega-3 or a fish oil is in my top 5 as well. And then depending on the person, that 5th can rotate between a couple different things. But D3K2, creatine, multivitamin or greens, and a good protein powder are always pretty much top 5 for me. And then that last one can rotate depending on what the person's needs are, whether it's like a B vitamin, maybe it's an additional like microbiome, digestive enzyme, gut support kind of a thing. It all just will vary. But all right, I'm unboxing this Home Face Daily Tri-Care or Skincare Trio set from Home Face. Because again, part of a healthy lifestyle is like having self-care and taking care of it. I did in 2013. The brand I used wasn't great, messed my heart. Oh yeah. It had caffeine, Jack. Dang, it had caffeine in it. That's a crazy combo. Creatine and caffeine, which could be extremely effective, I guess, if you know that's what you're taking. But to your point, that sounds like a crazy strain on the heart. And that's why, like, one of the ones I talked about before was Thorne, which is one that's not even a sponsor of mine. They're partnered with the UFC, or they sponsor the UFC. And if they are good enough for their athletes and they have to pass all the tests they have to, I trust it as well. But I also then compared it to like creatine gummies, because I'm loading like 15 to 25 grams of creatine nowadays, which is a drastically different amount. All right. So let's look at our Home Face Daily Skincare Trio. As a health coach, I look at a variety of contributing factors to health and what a healthy lifestyle means. And for me, being able to have self-care is huge. And taking care of my skin in that self-care routine can be a huge component. So we've got our first, number 1, daily face wash. Want to be able to get that face nice and scrub-a-dub-dub clean. I'm looking forward to adding this into my self-care routine. Lately, what I've been doing is just in the shower using another version of Home Face sent me another care package, but I'm excited to try this one, especially with the tea tree, witch hazel, and the extracts, centella extracts, because this is just like pretty much all natural stuff that's really good. Then we've got our herbal spray toner. Ooh, Common Balance. We got collagen, centella, and witch hazel extracts. Nice. So I'm not going to obviously use this right now, but we're going to get it ready. And then I'll for sure be adding this into my routine, and then I'll have to come back and make a video for you guys on that. And then lastly, to bring it home, our face moisturizer, Hydrate and Nourish. This I wouldn't do obviously in the shower. I would do it when I get out. And this one actually, because I have another package from Home Face that was more of a conditioner, shampoo, body wash, which if you guys have ever seen me, I'm bald, so I don't need the shampoo and conditioner. But the body wash was great. I loved it. And I actually just ran out, so I got to reach back out to them and be like, hey, you want to hook me up with some more stuff? I'll tell you guys how awesome it is, because it really is something I thoroughly enjoy. And the other thing they sent me was the lotion that they have. So when I get out of the shower and I use their awesome body wash, I lotion my body up, but now I get to use the face moisturizer as well, not just their lotion. This is specifically designed for the face. I really don't worry about breaking out or acne or anything nowadays. Every once in a while I'll get like a pimple, but I always am mindful of using like a face moisturizer that's meant to go on the face versus the rest of the body. But this kind of 3-piece combo is where it's at, especially for my men out there. Add self-care into your routine beyond just going to the gym. It could be a variety of things, whether it's artistic expression, but taking care of your skin, taking care of your body. I think that is the move. And voila, if that's helpful, add to the cart. If you want to see more, keep on swiping. And yeah, Nick, I'll hook you up with a shampoo, bro. I definitely, obviously don't need that, but props to everyone that has hair, not rubbing it into my face and having it or using it. Hook me up with something. Yeah, face wash. I got my wedding coming. Oh, it's on the 28th. Well, congratulations. Yeah, dude, we're right around the corner. I'm going to have to, send a nice little care package then. Are you still at the same address? Because I have it on file from when I sent you some stuff in the past, but if not, I'll have to shoot you a text. We'll get some fun stuff hooked up and sent out. You know what I mean? Get that self-care, get you smelling right, get you looking right and feeling right, especially for that wedding, man. That's awesome. I'm excited for you. All right, let's see what we got next. Now we have, I was talking about like digestive enzymes. So we're going to bust out some of those here next too. Let's see. Okay, cool. Let's see what's in here. Is this the sun? Oh, you might want this too, Nick. This is I sure am. Word. Okay, cool. Noted. You might want this self-tanning lotion to get your tan on. If you don't feel like you have enough time to get your tan right before your wedding, get your self-tan lotion on. Get your bronzer on, even though I don't think it's technically bronzer. It's Bronze Glow. So yeah, it's a auto bronzate or bronzate. Bronzante. I obviously, clearly, I don't know if you guys can't tell, I don't really use this. I just go outside. I get tan. I'm fortunate that way, and I've got pretty good skin, and I tend to always take care of it. Speaking of which, I actually have another one from Home Face that I'll kind of put together here. I'll have to do a video on this, and then I'll get into some other supplements. All right, so we're going to talk about two different things here. One, we're going to talk about taking care of your skin when you go outside in the sun, and an option for you if you want to use a sunscreen. This is the Home Face Everyday Sun Defense. It's a 30 grade, the broad spectrum SPF 30, 100% mineral sunscreen. Because the big thing, this is something I talked to my fiance Carrie about. She's big on like whatever she puts on her body, she wants to be able to eat. She doesn't want to put anything on her body that she wouldn't eat, because our skin is an organ that's absorbing whatever we're putting on it. So if we're putting in things that are a bunch of processed chemicals and garbage, we're absorbing that. Now, to what degree, how damaging, how impactful, that's not my specialty, but I think it's a valid point. It's a great perspective where you can even make your own homemade versions of these things. But I like picking a brand that I trust. Home Face is good. And just seeing, look at these ingredients. So we've got zinc oxide, which overall that's solid. Let's look at the inactive to see if we have any, like a lot of these are just names I can't pronounce. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean they're horrible for you, but I just feel like I don't have enough insight. So I'd have to Google all this. But in general, I like the idea of whatever I put on my body, I want to be able to eat. Now, at the same time, if I'd had to pick between getting out in the sun and burning my skin or being able to put something I can eat, I would probably do this just to be safe if it's a one-off time. Now, if it's on a daily basis, I'm going to mix up my own. But Home Face in general has been a great brand. Now, on the flip side, what you can also do, which is why I want to put these two together, separate brand, you can go with, if you don't want to go out and get your tan on naturally, you can do your self-tanning lotion and just be able to get that on. And I had someone in the chat here saying their wedding's coming up. Oh, wow. Okay. That's like serious. I don't want to like make a mess on this. So I was like, you know what? If you don't want to get out in the sun, this will guarantee you that tan. No problem. So you got medium, dark, darkest. This is their dark. So you can get a solid dark. I'm not going for this for best results. Exfoliate 24 hours prior to application. Dry, rub lotion into circular motions, covering skin, wait until dry to dress, follow or allow 4 to 8 hours before getting wet. So you're not going in the shower right away, wanting it to dry and not getting dressed until dry. So can be a great option, probably pretty quick. If that's helpful, add to the cart. If you want to see more, keep on swiping. See, I'm back down to 110 pounds lost. Dang, I had gained 40 pounds from when I broke my ankle. Been working hard to look good for the wedding. Dude, that's awesome. Congratulations. Been doing nothing but roof inspections. Dang, I'm pretty. Yeah, you're probably plenty tan for sure then, just being baked under that sun, homie. But dude, kudos. That's amazing. I love hearing that, man. And that's something that I appreciate. You were like one of the first persons we did an ad on because I just loved your story and what you did, and just props. All right, so real quick on our self-tanning lotion. One thing I want to show, it also comes with a nice little glove here to help apply. This is your applicator glove, so you don't have to get it all over your hands and whatnot, or the undesired area. If you're having someone apply it for you and they don't want to get it all over their hands, they can use this bad boy. Circular motions, get your Mr. Miyagi wax on, wax off. And these two together are going to get you looking right, whether it's for a wedding, maybe it's a anniversary, or you just want to look good going on a date, or you just want to live your best life and you feel good that way. This is going to be your combo. Just something to keep in mind. Or if you want to go the old school route, get out in the sun, you can use a Sun Defense Everyday SPF 30 from Home Face. Keep your skin protected and safe. One thing I will throw out that I mentioned in my other video, I have a great point for my fiance. She's a big fan of whatever she puts on her skin. She wants to be able to eat it or feel safe eating it because our skin is our largest organ. It's absorbing what we're putting on it. So we want to be mindful what we put on it too. Just 2 cents. So even like something like a bronzer, something to consider when you're doing that too. Let's see. Yeah. Oh man, I'm getting close to running out of time here, y'all. I didn't even anywhere touch the amount of products I have. So I'm obviously going to have to come back for another live stream and just keep chipping away at all this stuff. But for now, I'm going to bring it home because I have to prep for a call and then I have to update some program things that I've got. But appreciate all of you guys. Nick, it was great seeing you stop in. I love hearing from you. PA, always love seeing you drop in. Obviously, I'm not going to use your name because if you wanted me to use your name, you would have had it on your profile. And I keep that between our email exchanges. But PA, Proud American, love seeing you dropping in, saying, hey, catching up. I'm going to be live streaming. I'll be back tomorrow, guys, and getting more content out there. Got another day to catch up. I don't have the kids tomorrow, so I'm going to be coming at you guys with another live stream. And, yeah, appreciate you. And let's see if I missed anything in the other chat. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Cheers, y'all. Bye.